Hello, welcome to Spunky Gaming. In this video, I'm going to hope, little tutorial on the A320 Stable version fly-by-wire. Reason? I know there's lots out there. There's lots of tutorials, but I've had a few friends who've joined the flight sim community and get a bit confused with the good old MCDU. So I thought I'd do a very simplified how-to from cold and dark to up in the sky. So it's not going to be too long. We're going to just go over and what you need to do, how to get up in the air. The first things you will need is sim brief, sign up, sim brief. Also, I like this Sim Toolkit Pro. I just like using it. So this is Sim Toolkit Pro, and we'll use it in a minute to set up the flight plan that we're going to use. So I'll show you how to do that. But don't forget, sign up to sim brief. You will need your pilot ID. So when you're doing the flight, your pilot ID does appear in here, or you can just go to your account and my account, and sim brief data, and it'll tell you on there what your pilot ID is. Okay, put that over there. So what we're going to do first is our flight plan. So one from T side, NGV, over to Edinburgh, EGH. When you first download this, you will need to add a plane in. Just click on add, fill in airframe, A320 or A20N Airbus. Give it a code. I just use BAW, British Airways, and a registration that you fancy. Click OK, and it'll add it in. So A2, A20. Even though it comes up wrong, I know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Now, we know it's got an ILS, so we're just going to leave them to predict them. You can, if you want, pick the runways you want to take off and land on, if you want to. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to leave them. So we'll generate. Away it goes. And it will come back with a little plan. There we go. So we have our plan. Fly. Little box there. Click on that. Click on flight summary. Click on load reference card. And you get this little card, so we get that out of the way. So you have your reference card. This has the information you need. The runway you're taking off from, the runway you're landing on, any SIDS and stars will be you need as well, plus your waypoints. And your cruise altitude, if you choose to take notice. Right, so we'll just move that out the way for a minute. Right, at the moment, the fly-by-wire has a little issue, and I can't remember which one's missing, but there's one missing which gives you the option to turn on and off your co-pilot to do your ATC. I don't know why, but it's missing, so never mind. Right, so first thing you do, if it's not turned on, already turn it on. Your fly pad, just click on it, it comes on. Right, now we'll go up here. So 2 batteries on, external power, and your 3 nav onto nav. Emergency lighting, no smoking. That for now will do up there. Come down here, you've got your two knobs here, give them a twist to the right and it will illuminate both the screens like so. Come along here, you've got two knobs, one there and one there. Second one will illuminate all your numbers. And down here you've got that one and that one. So just do the same with them. And it just brightens them up so you can see them. Zoom in. There we go. Right. So over here first. You've got to make sure all these have your sim brief, either username or pilot ID. So in sim one of these, I'm not sure which one it is. Let's have a look. Realism. There we go. So there you go. Sim brief. I'm not sure what that one's for actually. Can't remember now. Sim brief, username, pilot ID. There you go. Just make sure that's in. And when you click from sim brief, it will bring it in. So the first thing we need to do is put fuel in. Because without the fuel, it ain't going anywhere. And if you look on, oops, if you look on your little flight reference, there you go, block fuel 4276. So all you need to do is just slide that along. So it's somewhere near. I mean, you can actually type it in if you wanted to. There you go, it's close enough. There we go. Fill up. Fill up done. Thank you very much. Put that back away. That's all you need to do on that. That's it. So now, MCDU. There is a few things you can do on this. There's a flight plan. I'm going to try and keep it simple as possible. I'll go through it as slowly as possible. So first thing, just click on that. Yeah. Then you go on your init page. Get onto the inner page. This is where we get our flight plan, which will come from SimBrief. You don't have to put your SimBrief code into the MCDU because you've already put it in your flypad. So all we do is click a request, like so, and pink. There we go. So the only thing I've got to fill in here is my flight number, which I'll just use 426 as I normally do. There we go. Oh, won't let me use it, typical. Right, we use 427 then. Already in use, really? Well, this is just, there we go. Let's put 426 in now. Stupid thing. The rest of it will have come over. You've got cruise cost index. We've already put the fuel in earlier on, so there we go. So we've got, say, 4.4. So next thing, click this arrow here, the right arrow, I suppose you call it. You've got your center of gravity, 2 clicks, click it once. Hold on, make sure everything's cleared. That's it there, clear. There we go. 1 click, 2 click, puts it in. Next one is your block fuel, which is this here. So all you need to do, I'll just round it up to 4.4. So 4.4, put that in. There we go, and it'll do its little jiggly pokery. Done. From there, we can go to preference. Flaps, we always take off with flaps on 1, put that in there. You got your V1, your rotate, and your V2. So V1, 2 clicks, rotate, 2 clicks, V2, 2 clicks. It will already have put your transition altitude. If you're not sure what they are and you want to, if you're not sure if they're right or not, as I say again, go back to your Sim Toolkit Pro, click on the airport, and there you go. It's got your transition there, so you know your transition. Got your transition where you're landing as well. You've also got your meta, so you've got your Q&H, which is 1029, which we'll put in a minute. So that's that one done. Next is flight plan. So these discontinuities, we need to get rid of them. So all you need to do is click clear, so that comes in there, click on it, and it goes. It's that simple. Right, so we will click now departing airport, departure, and we are taking off from runway 5 direct. So there's no SIDS, just insert. Simple as that. I'll get rid of that again. Like so. Our destination airport, click on there, arrive. We arrive in ILS 6 via, so we have our start, which tells the arrival, so it's AGP 20, that one. Click on it, and it puts it in, and insert. There we go. That's now in. Simple as that. So if we go back to flight plan, I would advise at this point to scroll through your flight plan, just in case. And it's there, it does. It's got some there, because if you don't get rid of them, it will mess up your flight plan. So make sure there's no discontinuities in there. That's it, all out, flight plan. And as we said, Q&H, which is here, so just switch it over. And it was, I forgot. Where is it? I've lost it. There we are. 1029. The game's ATC is American, so it always uses this version 3 or blah blah. One's hectopascals, one's QNS, I can't remember which one's which. Honest. European, American. It's an American game, so you're going to get an American whether you like it or not. Right, so from here we will start our APU, so it's that one and that one underneath. We'll turn our lights on, turn on the cube oxygen, and turn on the fuel pumps. So while the APU is starting, we'll go to there, go to tower, and we should get request Ifr clearance. There we go. So Ifr clearance. For some reason my voice isn't working. I don't know why. I think I've turned it off by mistake. But we can read it, so there we go. So climb and maintain 10,000 feet. And we'll turn it back on later. So we're going to climb to 10,000 feet. There we go. So managed and managed. Sometimes it'll let you put them on managed before you take off. Sometimes you have to wait until you've took off. So all you have to do to click on managed, get the arrow up like that. So arrow up is managed, arrow down is what is manual setting, so what you're going to put in. Most of the time they're unmanaged unless you need to take it over for any reason. Just leave it unmanaged, does the job for you. Right, read back. There we go. Click read back. We'll click taxi to get taxi out, and we'll read that back. Right. We sit outside. As we can see, we've got our little arrow on, taking us all the way up there. A little add-on I would try to get is Pushback Express. Really good. So pre-plan, and we are going to take it back to here, twistle, 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 to there. Okay. Hit enter. Done. Pre-planned in. Go back in the cockpit. APU's ready. Click this one here. Turns on your fuel fleet. And we can turn this little white knob over to the right to ignition start. We are now ready to push back. I just want to check everything you've done. So APU's on, fuel pumps are turned on, everything else is on, now your lights on. You can turn on now your seat belts, unless you're using packs and it'll do it for you. I haven't got packs on, but in a minute. Right, so we can request pushback. There he comes. Right, we can start pushback. Release brakes. Back in cockpit. Hold, pushing back, and the pushback will take it where you've asked it to. Start engines. 1 and 2. Why not? There we go, engine starting. So everything's in. We've got our perfs are in. So there we go. So go there. So flight plan. Well, the initial flight plan. Your perfs, flaps 1. Your speeds, transition. Our takeoff runway and landing runway. Full flight plan, all clean, with no discontinuities. Flight plan. There we go. So we're still going. Still going. Engines. Once hit 19, they are available. So we can turn off the APU. We'll put the taxi lights on, and we can turn that back to normal. Oops. Park and brake on. Don't forget putting park and brake on. Otherwise it'll just shoot off, like it nearly did. And we can close you. There. And we'll taxi down the runway. Bit of throttle. At this moment, flaps to 1. Then we'll be ready for takeoff when we get down there. Right, so we've taxied down at our holding point. ATC, request clearance for takeoff. And voices come back on. So, 3039. 3039. All lights, takeoff lights on. Our flaps are already on 1. Spoilers are armed. Reins on them. Brakes onto maximum. Config. And cabin.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah, I did, love. Thanks very much. There we go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 05, Smoggy.
Oh, we're now cleared for takeoff. Brakes off. Bit of throttle. Do a quick check. All unmanaged. And FD is on. Line up on runway. Throttles. There we go, throttles to flex. And away we go. Rumble, rumble. We can rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Auto throttle on. Autopilot on. As you can see, the dot's gone, so we'll just click up, put it back in managed. There we go. All we have to do now is put our transponder on. It's there. That one to the middle. That's it. There we go.
Smoggy 428, did you hear my last transmission?
You did, love.
118.775 Smoggy 428.
So that's it. We're up, we're in the sky, and we're climbing. We can put the flaps up, throttles to climb. You can turn off that light and disarm spoilers. We're climbing up to 10,000, so we'll stay obviously around about the 250 mark. Maximum speed 10,000 and below. Got a coffee, thanks. Very nice. Yeah, we're now off towards Edinburgh. Happy as Valley. So all we need to do, when you're going above 20,000, change this to standard. In real life, you would do it above 6, but American ATC, it doesn't quite get it. So if you do it now, like we should do, it will say you're not high enough. So as soon as you're climbing above 20,000, you can put that onto standard. When you're coming below 20,000, put it back on again. So let's just go to ADC, Manchester Centre. Contact Manchester Centre. And we should now get a clearance. See, it's still telling me to use it. And there we go. So 220. Click up for managed. And you can now put that to standard. And there we go. Up, heading towards cruise. All's good. Oh. Yay. And there we go. We're on our way. So that's basically it. We have... Oops, hang on. It's... Cold and dark. Oh, hold on, shut this up. There we go. So cold and dark. You filled in the MCDU. We've got all, well, cold and dark. Got the lights on. Everything running. iPad, everything entered, and the MCDU. Everything that you need, basically, to get up and running. Oh, hopefully this helps. I hope it does. I've watched a lot of these how-to videos. Some a lot more in depth. So if you want to go more in depth, please go and watch them. There's a lot more you can do with the MCDU and with the plane. It's a brilliant plane. The fly-by-wing team do an absolutely brilliant job, and it's free. You can't fall off. So, hope the video has helped. And just like a lot of the other streamers seem to say, a word from my sponsor. Yeah, I just had to do that, sorry. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you can, and I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on another one. Bye for now.